Sawadee Cup, and welcome to another episode here for the Funkin' Pod and Media Prof Reacts to. That's the time of the week where the Media Prof, me in this case, react to certain happenings. And this week it is not Andrew Tate, don't worry. Even though he's got internet access now, it seems. Let's wait another week until we do another Andrew Tate video. Reacting to, and I figured there's one thing that I wanted to talk about for a while now, because it's been trending and it's like, it's replacing our jobs, it makes universities unnecessary, blah, and so on, which is AI/ChatGPT, because apparently AI only just happened recently with ChatGPT gaining widespread traction. And so I figured, well, since I'm apparently in a position that is going to be replaced by AI within the next 3 days or so, according to the news, I thought I'll give my take on it. Here comes my take on it. And I will actually also have an Academic Corner podcast on Friday on that topic. So if you want to hear more in regards to academics, tune in then. But for now, the Media Prof reacts to so my thoughts on AI/ChatGPT and academics maybe, or in university/education. So am I afraid that I'm going to lose my job? No, I'm not. Why? Because I'm awesome. I'm the best teacher ever. Very humble. No, but I think that's exactly what's going to set us apart. So do I think AI is going to replace teachers? No. Do I think AI can replace certain things? Yes, certainly. But why do I say that so cocky, right? Why am I so cocky about it? It's because it cannot change how teachers actually interact with students, how teachers pick up on certain things that students might not have understood when you're like in the classroom and you're one-on-one, when you're giving like feedback on a thesis and so on. The thing is with AI, it needs specific input to really give you the output that you need. And ChatGPT is fantastic. I love it. It's better than... And I've been in the AI thing. I've been using AI for a while. So I've tried all the AI tools. I have like lots of AI tools. I had lots of subscriptions to different AI tools, writers, picture programs, sound editing, whatever you name it. Like that, there's been way more research done in this area than most people know. But it's not just like, oh, ChatGPT happened and hey, there's AI. So there's been lots of development over the past few years, over the past few decades, but the past few years really picked up, right? And ChatGPT is better than most writing software AI tools that I've used, to be honest. So ChatGPT is fantastic. You still need to give it the right inputs, though, right? So without knowing the inputs that you have to give, like just like, hey, ChatGPT, write an essay about XYZ. Yeah, it can do that. But if you as a teacher, professor, or whatever, if your assignments are just write an essay on a topic, then maybe you have to adjust your assignments, right? Because let's be honest, in 2023, maybe assignments at university in particular shouldn't be just writing an essay. Right? So you would have students, create more sophisticated assignments solve more sophisticated assignments. They have to defend it. They have to make sure that they know what they're talking about, not just like write about XYZ, right? So I'm not worried in the slightest in this regard. In fact, actually, the two classes I teach right now, this semester, I encourage my students to use AI/ChatGPT because I figure they're gonna, if they haven't heard about it, they're gonna hear about it anyways sooner than later. I mean, it's funded by Microsoft. Of course, they're gonna hear about it. So I encourage them to use it and to also show them what it can and what it cannot do, what it's not good at, for example, right? So. As an example, what did I do? Oh yeah, we talked about like diversity in pop culture in one of my classes, and then I tell the students to use ChatGPT to figure out how diverse pop culture is. It's a very generic question, right? So then students type in, is pop culture diverse? And then ChatGPT answers with a very, very broad answer. Pop culture can be diverse. Diverse means, so there are some examples in pop culture that are diverse, blah, blah. Super generic. So if as a teacher you see this, I'm like, yeah, okay, that's very specific, very generic, sorry, not specific. You need to be more specific. You need to break it down. So, yeah. So it's not the great solution. It's a great solution for like giving you an outline and then something to work with maybe, but definitely not like something that replaces a university professor, in my opinion. On the other hand, then, can AI replace certain tasks? Yes, certainly. I've been using chatbots for a while, for example, in classes where I actually have like some classes where I let students discover different ways of their learning journey. So I do have like an endpoint, so to speak, of the learning journey where I want them to arrive eventually. But how they go there, if they go left, if they go right, if they take a detour, that's up to them. I give them different clues on the journey. They have to interact with chatbots. If you answer A, then this is your next step. If you answer B, then this is your next step. Or like pick your own path, and then the chatbot will guide you to different source material, for example. So I've been using this for a while, like for years now. All for it. Like, why not? If AI helps us to access information faster, to understand information better, why not? The only concern that I have here is, and that will come back to the teachers, is that we will be too satisfied too easily with the basic information that we're getting. So ChatGPT, most AI tools are great for an outline. Then you have to dig deeper, and you can dig deeper with ChatGPT. ChatGPT gives you the outline, like, hey, write an essay about him. Then ChatGPT is okay. Intro, blah, 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 blah. I talk about those points. And then you have to pick those points and go deeper. You can ask ChatGPT for more information about those points, for example, no problem. But you have to dig deeper, and don't just be satisfied with like that 1 or 2 page answer, those 1,000 words or something. But it has a word limit too, by the way. Just sharing. But of course, you can always go longer. Then afterwards, you can have more inputs, obviously. But I'm a bit afraid that we and students, on one hand, they're like, okay, hey, ChatGPT, write an essay on this, and then like, hey, cool, copy paste. They're satisfied with like the easy answer that you get right away, and then maybe even teachers/professors will accept it. And then that's where I'm a bit hesitant, because I think it makes access to information even easier than the internet. So my worry would be that we as a society would be too easily satisfied with the easy answers and aren't necessarily motivated to dig deeper, because the easy answer is just so easy to get. It's kind of like with the internet, right? When you're looking for an answer to a question, you Google it, and you pick one of the first 3 answers that you find probably. You're like, oh yeah, that fits, okay, take this one. And ChatGPT or AI is just like that, but probably even faster, easier. I mean, Microsoft has a search engine based on OpenAI, right? It's called U.com. It has like vertical search engines, horizontal search engines, different verticals that search horizontally. Whatever, it has different meta searches, basically, like for studies and whatnot, for students. So it's already there. So I think part of finding the right information is having to dig through different kinds of information that might not fit to what you're really looking for right now, but that's somewhat related. So you learn lots of things on the way to finding the right information. So if AI gives you the information that you want right away that just fits that question, great. But then all the other information finding process that also helps with learning new skills, new information, and so on, might fall off. And so that's my main worry / sorrow, not just yet, but like where I'm a bit skeptical. I'm like, will we become even more lazy than we already are? Attention span, TikTok generation, and so on. So So I'm all for AI. I love AI. I do lots of. I have a research paper coming out soon on AI in higher education. More on this in my Academic Corner podcast. But so I'm all for it. Only thing that keeps me a bit skeptical is just how is society, how are people gonna react to it? Are we just gonna become even more lazy? And then what if you can actually manipulate AI, the results, right? If you know how it works, it scrapes the internet through like fitting information. Then the more disinformation you put out there with the right keywords and whatever the AI is using to classify those documents that are online, then you can also manipulate the AI. So that's going to be very, very interesting. But maybe we dismantle that with another AI expert, so that you don't only have to rely on me, but also maybe can hear an opinion from someone else. I already reached out to someone, so let's see if we can get this done sooner than later. So far, however, my reaction to AI is I'm not worried about my job. I'm worried about the jobs of others. I kid a little. I'm worried about the job of people that aren't doing their job. Easy as that. If you're a teacher, a professor that takes their job seriously, it's not my native language, then I think you don't have to worry, because you will provide something to your students that the AI can't. If you're not doing your job, and if you're only saying, I want answers to question A, B, C, D, and write an essay about X, Y, Z, then you should be worried, and then deservedly so. That's my opinion. But now, hey, what do you think? Are you worried about your jobs, about your kids? If you have kids in school and university, are you a student? You're like, yeah, I'm gonna ace all the assignments. Are you a teacher / professor who's now worried / concerned? Let me know your thoughts. Shout out in the comments, or funkitpod@gmail.com or @funkitpod on social media. Really curious to hear all the opinions on that by now trending / controversial topic. Until then, as always, you know it, stay safe, take care, and we'll talk soon. Sawadee Krap.